Guys, are you serious? Are you serious? I'm here at the Jamaican airport and getting ready to come back home to Indiana. Got a couple flights today, so it's going to be a long day. Let me just say this. I see that there's been a major, and I mean a major, solar flare on the sun. M7. It's an M7 solar flare. Very powerful, and actually BP Earthwatch actually does a good job explaining just how powerful it was and how it was Earth facing. And because of that, the glancing blow that we're going to receive from this could set off an earthquake of quite significance, okay? Very much so, especially when you understand how much pressure has been building up on the Earth, the tectonic plates, the ring of fire. When you think about, ever since we've had the 8.2 earthquake in Chile and the 7.6 earthquake in the Solomon Islands, and there's been a lot of earthquake activity continuing to rumble and bumble and just vibrate the earth in Chile. And with the fact that Yellowstone National Park, and I keep going back to it, I mean, when you see buffalo running, when you see bison, you see elk, literally running out of the Yellowstone National Park, fleeing. Now, they've had an earthquake there of about 4.9, I think it was. And there's been quite a few little aftershocks, and they've been felt pretty strong, actually, even in Idaho. So you say, well, Pastor Begley, what has that got to do with solar flares on the sun? Well, you know something? These solar flares are sending some tremendous CMEs to the earth, and anywhere in the earth where there's a weakness or there's a tectonic plate just about ready to give, a fault line that's just barely hanging, then all it would take is maybe the CMEs from a solar flare of significance like M7 might be just enough to set it off. And so for that, we should always be ready. Now, Jesus said in the Bible, in the last days there will be false Christ and false prophets shall rise, and they shall deceive many. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, but see that you be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
Welcome to
and
the
there
Northern
shall be
Manley
famines and
International
pestilence and
Passengers
earthquakes
in
divers places, and all of these are the beginning of sorrow. So we are seeing the apocalyptic signs. I can tell you right now, if you were watching on television in Jamaica, or if you were watching on the internet last night's service from the Power of Faith Ministries, I preached there last night. And my wife said to me, it was the greatest sermon, Paul, I believe you've ever preached. Now, I don't know about that, but I tell you one thing, God really moved. And we will get those. I'll ask Mike Childers if he'll put together some DVDs from the 3 sermons we preached there. The altar was literally filled. It wasn't lined. It was wall to wall, 15 rows deep. I mean, I've never seen so many people come to the altar in my 30 years of ministry on divine healing and salvation. It was a powerful move of God. But you want to know something? As the Bible's being preached, the Bible says when this gospel is preached into all the world,
may I have your attention,
then
please?
shall the end come for a witness unto all nations.
That is one Air Canada representative.
I'll be right
Please
back
make
with
your
more
way
current
down to
world
the
events
customs-delayed baggage office. Once again,
and how they relate
one Air Canada
to Bible
representative.
prophecy. God bless.
That is one Air Canada